teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Set, 15, line it, 15 line. Let's go, baby! Go! Bumps up the helmet, here we go!
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
Now Sanders. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Operating from the gun. Gruber. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got you. Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
2nd and 4. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Looking to throw. Gruber. That's caught by Penny. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Watch the pass. 61. Matchbox lights. Ready.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Ready. 30 base.
Check 41. Switch up.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Down. 60 oars. 22 jet bomber. They go.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf.
Switch.
Smoke. Right up.
From the gun, Gruber. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson now to throw. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Good set. Can I take?
I'm coming for the sun. I'm coming for the sun.
I'm coming foul.
They'll run on first down. Payton. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Hey, 24.
Mike, 57. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, watch this. Watch this.
On second down now, Hayden. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size, but slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
2nd and 3. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain there of 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jets 3, Texans nothing.
Let's go now. 10 Tucson.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I
X3. 218, chopper.
check 13. Check
2.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 12-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's our field. It's our field.
Topper.
Slam. 55.
2nd and 6. Pass incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Come on.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch the slant.
Blue draw quarter. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Gruber into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play, a pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun. Gruber, he's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
59. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Ready.
Throwing again. Gruber. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Jordan Willis. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, Gruber. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
What's that? 19. 52 right here. 52.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check 13. Check 13.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You got nothing to do. You got nothing.
From the gun, Gruber. That's complete. It's Bell. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Gruber. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Gruber under a heavy rush, and down he goes. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. On 4th down, Gruber. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
On the set.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Protein spill. Snap.
To throw again. Gruber. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Amari Cooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 2nd down, Hayden. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Houston.
Mike 57. Hey, tight.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Back to throw, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Red logo.
55.
Ready?
Throwing on first down. Gruber. Caught here by Bell.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
At the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Looking to throw. Gruber. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Gruber. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely, very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a 1st down and run out this first half.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And that one results in 35 yards.
It's a gain of 35. 1st down, Texans.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Hey, let's go. Intercepted. All day, baby. Let's get this.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a great return up past the 40, but this one may not stand. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now it's Watson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 35.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Hayden. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
Now Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. The Texans send the punter out as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Watch the run.
Hit it.
Back to throw. Gruber. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready? Swiss. General West.
We got to wedge that out. Rip right. 41 Mike.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
6-6. Pull it high.
Again, it's Bell. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Gruber. And it's caught by Herndon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Off play action. Gruber. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Gruber. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Gruber. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
This will be taken very short. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. Tighten up to the floor.
Here's Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
To throw again on second down. Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
They'll go again with Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Gruber. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Come on,
some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Gruber. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
At the 15-yard line.
Set. 10-2 stop. I'm trying to collect. Rock it. Shoot.
2nd and 5. Herndon's got it complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Jets on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Gruber. This will be caught at about the 6. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping the fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, that was not quite the holy roller, partner. That was San Diego, Oakland. You might remember that in 1978, right? Kenny Stabler, forward fumble. Dave Casper falls on the end zone. Oakland beats him on the last play of the game. But that was a live football. And what a nice job he did to fall on in the end zone. And yes, indeed, folks, that's a touchdown.
By the way, John Madden was coaching in that holy roller game, wasn't he?
He certainly was, and he wanted to make sure that the call went his team's way, was out on the field and was told, yes, it's a touchdown. Now get back on the sidelines.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Operating from the gun. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And the Texans first down.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's able to find Wallace. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, there to knock that away.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Hey, echo. Ready?
From the gun, Gruber. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, it's Bell. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Mark 55. Mark 55.
Here's 2nd and 8. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Sanders. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
On the ready.
41 to the mark. Check 41. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Ready up.
We got to wedge that out. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Shoot.
On third down, Evans. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Taylor Rapp with a pick. Now he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
65, 65, 65, let's go.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
Set up. 70, Indy.
55, come on. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Get it.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Jets, they're on an